Right, so today I am going to talk about the huge transformation that comes with doing this inner work. The huge transformation that comes from deep diving into your psyche and understanding those parts of you that keep you stuck in life. Now, before I go on to that, I'm going to be reading some notes here. So I haven't quite mastered the art of one-take videos yet. And I'm fed up with keep doing retakes. So this is my one-take video, mistakes and all, and notes. Anyway, these parts of us that keep us stuck, they are inextricably interwoven into our personality, into our ego self, if you like. In fact, they form our ego parts of ourselves. Now, they are often also suppressed, these parts of us, into the deepest corners of our being because we avoid feeling them, we avoid facing them. Or they just lie dormant, ready to come up full, knocking on the doors of our being when we're triggered, which is what's happened to me recently. Now, these parts of us as well, they can come from being triggered in the same kind of issue that we've had many times before. But what happens is we haven't dealt with it fully, and the trigger comes from a different angle, which is what happened to me. Now, I've done lots of inner work on my inner child, on my inner victim, and all around survival and that kind of stuff. But what's happened over the last 6 months, it's been exacerbated by lockdown. And excuse me a second, I'm just going to turn my notes over. Yeah, it's been exacerbated by lockdown. And what I came to realise was that mine boiled down to self-worth, which I've mentioned in previous videos. It was like, my inner child's worthy of feeling safe. My inner child is worthy of love. And my inner victim is worthy to stand in her power. But really, it's like no external circumstance can give my inner child love. No external circumstance can make my inner child feel safe. And it's up to me to transmute my inner victim into the inner victor in order for her to stand into her power. And so when we're doing this work, it ignites so much courage. And that courage is the courage to be judged and be okay with that. That courage is the courage to not need your approval and be okay with that. That courage is the courage to stand up for yourself. And that courage is to really speak from a place of truth. That courage is to really speak your truth and be okay with that. And the reason for that is because you are tapped into your power and you believe in yourself and you trust yourself. You trust that you are going to keep your inner child safe. You trust that you're going to keep your inner child loved. You're going to protect your inner child. And you trust yourself so much and believe in yourself so much that you can tackle and handle external circumstances fully and with integrity and from a place of your inner power, your inner grace. Now, with this, then your inner saboteur starts to quieten down a bit, because your inner saboteur doesn't need to take you off your path, because your inner saboteur knows that you are connected. And then your inner prostitute, and let's flip this around for me, my inner prostitute then sets boundaries, because my inner prostitute starts to put herself first. She is not willing to prostitute her well-being for that person, that thing, that environment, that circumstance. So in that respect, she then starts to set boundaries and she feels empowered around that. Now, all of this then integrates into our present self, our present personality. And with that comes a strengthened self-esteem, a strengthened sense of confidence, a strengthened self-worth, a strengthened empowerment, because we're tapped into the power that we are. Now, these parts of us then really can start to move forward, enable us to move forward with this really integrated, empowered emotional resources. I hope that resonates with you. Please let me know. It would be magical to know that this is helping somebody out there.